All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Aesop Grim here, and this is a continuation of my blind RDR2 playthrough in 2025. This is your Friday episode. I am recording as of late Thursday night. I've been saying that with this series so that you know where I'm at whenever I'm talking about real-world events. But today, just my sleep schedule for the past couple weeks has been really wonky, and I've just not, I don't know. It's not so much that, I guess I have had time now that I think about it, but not the inclination. I've been busy with other stuff. So what I'm trying to get to is I haven't listened to any news or anything. That it's not for lack of things going on. There seems to be a whole lot going on. I just got real interested in other gaming stuff that I'm taking part in and other projects that I had around the house, which is unusual for me because I normally really like to listen to the news.
Yep.
So maybe Monday I'll have more to say, and I might have stuff to talk about today. I just not really up to speed on much. I heard that the Ayatollah, is that how you say it? Is that like his title? I heard he stepped down. He gave the Revolutionary Guard the authority to run the country, which to me signifies that the Revolutionary Guard did, in fact, in significant numbers, pledge allegiance to the Crown Prince that is living in exile, and I think has been for quite a long time, who has I guess a background history of wanting to go back to a more democratic form of government. Now, I will say this, that's just, golly, that's just classic kind of American doctrine since the end of World War II. To me, it's a relic of the Cold War. I don't really have any interest whatsoever in regime change, but in this case, it looked like kind of a once-in-a-lifetime set of circumstances for Israel to go ahead and execute what it's been wanting to do, which is to remove Iran's threat and promise. Decades, almost like 70 years. Iran has been talking about completely extinguishing the Jewish race. And I told you guys before that they paint on their missiles death to Israel. So we're going to enter in right here. And I guess circumstances aligned to where America, namely under Trump, kind of stepped out of the way, which is something that I have felt like is sort of the right thing to do. Again, it goes with my idea of don't tell other nations what to do, to the greatest extent possible. Sometimes you kind of have to. But I've always kind of just said the only reason Israel hasn't just put the absolute kibosh on everybody around them is because the U.S. holds them back for reasons of trying to keep the peace in the area. Like, I get it. I'm not really trying to demonize us. I just am tired of us interfering in other places. So we're caught in this weird situation where a unique set of circumstances came up where Israel was in a prime position tactically with all their infiltration, with the dissatisfaction of the population, the Crown Prince standing in the wings ready to take over, and of course their technology and stuff. And then when Trump got out of the way, it was like, okay, we're gonna go. I mean, that's me just kind of putting two and two together. I could be wrong on this, but at any rate, what it all led to is that Iran got put between a rock and a hard place. It's get rid of your nuclear weapons or else. And of course they don't want to do that, so they kind of tried to hold off for as long as possible, but boy, that looks like it's over. That it sure does look like it's over from where I'm sitting. Israel absolutely completely dismantled them. And the Ayatollah has nowhere to go because his own people hate him. And like I said, you got that Crown Prince just ready to step in. It looks like the Revolutionary Guard did swear their allegiance to him. They were pulling all of their assets out of banks. It was threatening to crash the central bank in Iran, as I understand it. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I sure don't want to see boots on the ground. I would really love not to get pulled into a situation like that. But we'll see what happens. Here we go. Let's hitch up. So that's pretty big news. Carmelo Anthony, I'm seeing some rumblings that another video was released or something to that effect, and the people that were talking about that were saying this is an open and shut case. This kid's going to jail. Let's see. Let's go here and collect mail. Democratic Party is out of money. Pretty crazy what happens whenever you shut down USAID, huh? Heard that they're going bankrupt. That is for sure. In my opinion, you can almost take it to the bank. That party's dead. The only reason I'm not saying it any stronger than that, and that's pretty strong, is because of their ability to launder money and just shenanigans, man. Dems are dirty. Dirty, and they're good at it.
Clear this right up for you.
I'm not talking about Democrat voters. I just think that they're hoodwinked and wrong. I don't think most of them are evil. There's a certain sect that I'm like, you're willfully ignorant, and that kind of makes you bad. But I've said before, I judge. I guess there's no packages. Wait, is there? Oh, here we go. I judge voters a little bit differently than lawmakers. Lawmakers I have absolute contempt for and darn near hatred. The voters, I'm just really annoyed, and in some cases, I think that it's criminal negligence enough that there ought to be some sort of legal action.
Pass off some jerky as his ticket. You believe that?
And groups like Antifa need to be completely, like, those people should, they belong in prison.
So long.
Good morning to you.
And not no nice prison either. I'm talking the next 15 to 20 doing, turning big rocks into little rocks. Hard labor. That's where Antifa belongs. Maybe a certain group of them are so naive that you could put them into a boot camp and straighten them out. I don't know. But it's all speculation. Ain't none of that happening, at least not right now. I heard George Soros is getting called before Congress.
Was you followed? No. Was you followed? I said no. Okay. What is your problem? What is your problem, partner? You don't look so good.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing wrong with me. I'm fit as a fiddle.
And not inside you ain't.
I'm just a realist, friend.
Micah reckons there's a rat. Oh, does he? On what evidence?
He's only back a minute. Pinkerton show up.
We've been on the run since you two fools went crazy in Blackwater. We barely escaped with our lives in Saint Denis. Now we got a rat.
Well, Molly clearly talked, but who else?
Maybe we pushed things too hard.
Whoa.
Maybe time for folks like us is past. We don't need a rat. We got sloppier than the town drunk, and they know who we are, and where we are, and what we're doing.
Way I see it, best thing we can do is let the week go. Move on, get our money, start over.
That ain't happening. Well, something's gotta happen, and fast. Otherwise, Cornwall, them Pinkertons, they've got us penned in here, and ain't none of them stopping.
Well, Cornwall's why we're here. Shall we, Dutch?
Yeah, it's time to go. Let's head to the river.
Oh, leave Cornwall alone. He ain't... We need money, but revenge? Now?
Of course it's for money.
Come on, Arthur.
This better not be no stupid revenge mission, Dutch. It ain't worth it.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, Arthur, it's just a simple social call.
So I'm guessing Micah
What
works
I'm
for the
gonna say
Pinkertons.
to him that needs to be said.
He has been hunting us since Valentine. He is the reason that Hosea got killed. His sugar business is destroying the people of Guarma. This town, Arthur, it's his town. He bought it just to destroy these folks. His sugar, his oil, his law.
These are wrongs that you can't right, Dutch. We're wanted men.
So why did you go for John against my wishes?
I didn't want him hanged.
Neither did I.
We're gonna cut a deal, Arthur.
What are you talking about?
We want out, and Cornwall wants us to stop robbing him, and we all know his money is what's keeping the Pinkertons on our tail. He's America, Arthur, and I want out. And he won't let us go.
This ain't making a lot of sense, Dutch.
It will, son. It will. A deal, some noise, and then we're gone.
He looks pleased as punch. He's absolutely certain this is gonna work.
Cornwall's boat is due in soon. Let's get down here behind these crates.
I'm saying that I'm guessing Micah works for the Pinkertons because the Pinkertons are kind of like the precursor to the FBI. Smart, used infiltration tactics. Cops really didn't do that at all prior to the Pinkertons. And so when you're undercover, you're required to be like a social genius. You gotta be able to read the room. You gotta be able to start reading between the lines, figure out how people think so that you can play both sides of the fence and create tension and do all the things that Mike is doing. Know when to back off, know when to press, know whose buttons to push and what those buttons are. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't looked it up or anything. This is a true blind playthrough. What am I supposed to be doing here?
Arthur, I
Yeah?
should get yourself hidden.
Well, I am. Well, I was, but
Will you
Yeah.
get out of sight?
maybe it wants me right here. I'm looking at the map with that yellow blotch. Oh, there we go. Okay. The Malvina.
I want to thank you for your hospitality, Mr. Cornwall.
This was a business meeting, Mr. Milton. We are not friends. I have spent a considerable fortune with your agency, and still nothing. This Vanderlyn robs me and laughs at me. I asked for the best. I paid for the best.
We are very close, Mr. Cornwall. I know you've heard this before.
Chance, sir, send a telegram to Goldberg in New York. Tell him I won't borrow it more than 3.2%. Sorry, no, I have heard it before. And get that army man to pay his portage charge.
Yes, sir. We are doing all we can within the confines of the law.
The law? I think we both know what you can do with your law. Find me Dutch Vanderlyn. Bring him here. And leave the laws to them as need them. Good day, sir.
Come along, Mr. Ross. We have work to do.
Mr. Didsbury. Mr. Cornwall.
Now listen up, Didsbury. What's all this about strikes? I bought into this mine because of mismanagement. and I intend to make it a success no matter what the cost.
It's the wages. Folk feel that you...
Feel? Business doesn't give two figs about feelings, sir, not two figs. It's a nonsense that will bring a plague on both our houses, sir.
Perhaps there is a plague on your house already, Mr. Cornwall.
What do you want, sir?
I'm not quite sure just yet.
Your impudence will be your undoing, sir.
I'm undone already. Even my best friend here, he thinks I'm crazy. And like this poor fellow you are talking to, my feelings are hurt.
You robbed me, sir.
And you robbed him. Funny world.
You show a criminal's grasp of sophistry, sir. I did no such thing.
You kill. I kill. You rob. I rob. Only difference I can see is I choose whom I kill and rob, and you destroy everything in your path.
I've heard just about enough.
I'll tell you what. You give me this ship, $10,000, and safe passage out of here, I'll let you live.
I'll do no such thing.
You sure? Good. I prefer it this way.
That's it, man.
Noise, Arthur! Noise! Oh, shit! Pinkertons! What the hell have you done, Dutch?
Ooh, that was close on Dutch.
Come on! Mike is going after those papers. Let's find him and get out of here.
You first. Oh, man, Dutch.
We got a fine box.
They're shooting from that building.
Well, I hear him, I don't see him. Aha.
I found something interesting.
Stay with me, Arthur.
Men are all over the place. Follow me and stay close. You won't make it out alive.
We had enough heat on us before. Now we're gonna be torched, Dutch.
This is the only way.
Trust me. Trust you.
You sure you got the lungs for this, Morgan?
Shut the hell up.
Become more. Take them down.
Get up here, Morgan.
You said this wasn't a revenge mission.
It wasn't. We got what we
Oh, still alive, eh? Ooh. Well, darn, man, we almost made it. That was the ballsiest mission I've seen us run yet, man. That was pretty... That took some brass ones, man. Gunned that dude down on his own boat.
Follow me and stay close.
This time we're not going to go outside. We're going to stay inside the building.
We had enough heat on us before. Now we're gonna be torched, Dutch. This is the only way. You'll see. Trust me. Trust you.
You sure you got the lungs for this, Morgan?
Shut the hell up. Here come more. Take them down. You said this wasn't a revenge mission. It wasn't. We got what we came for. Those papers.
You getting tired back there, Morgan?
This way. Come on.
I'll be putting that bastard Cornwall out of business for good.
Did you put Dutch up to this?
Yeah, I just follow orders, Morgan.
Let's go. Let's go. Take the horses from that coach! Let's go.
Well, at least we tried talking it out.
Boys have lost your minds. Oh, I felt a lot of guilt in this life, Arthur. I've killed too often, and poorly, but not this time, son. Come on! All right, let's head for the hills, boys.
Man, Leviticus Cornwall is done. He's dead. You know, it's kind of hard for me to imagine because in this day and age, a guy like that would have all kinds of security around. Well, he did have security. He had at least three guns up there. 3 guys with rifles. Oh, what? Everything about this mission is about speed. I think what's happening is that there's like a circle of people out there we don't know about. We can't see it on the map necessarily, and they are closing in. So we can't be lollygagging around.
I'ma hang yourself! On the left! For the bastards!
Oh, darn it. Maybe it's a bit of a luck of the draw. Because I was looking for targets. I didn't see anything.
All right, let's head for the hills, boys. They're trying to block us off. Go right.
Look out! We got more ahead!
Dang.
On the left! For the bastards!
Where?
Well, we all okay?
Interesting social call.
Oh, don't play dumb and superior at the same time, Morgan. We all knew, sooner or later, Cornwall had to go.
Let me see them papers.
It's more attention we don't need. Feels like the whole world's closing in on us. Dutch, it won't be long before they find where we're hiding out now. Especially as we ain't exactly hiding out.
We just need a distraction. Buy us some time. It looks like Mr. Cornwall's company has signed a railroad contract with the Army.
And they're also moving dynamite down from, well, the Annesburg mines to Saint Denis to resell. And there's bonds at his oil factory.
Maybe there's a way to get them off our back and get the money that we need. Micah, you look into this dynamite. Take Bill, I guess. Arthur, you go too. We are gonna need a lot of it. And Micah, we need to talk. Figure out some things.
Of course, boss.
Figure out what?
The plan. Getting out of here. Nothing's changed.
It hasn't, huh?
There's an old house west of Van Horn. Meet me there when you can, Black Lung.
Let's split up. We'll meet up back at camp.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Okay. 4 p.m. We're only about halfway through the episode. That was pretty intense. Let's see. I think it's outfit number 2. Yep. Okay. Well, let's feed our horse.
You okay, boy?
Go ahead and feed ourselves. Double check status, just to know where we're at right now. Underweight, not red. Fit, clean and calm. Okay. What's on the map? Yeah, we need to go pay. Let's go to Emerald Station, pay our bounty.
Yep. Yep.
Sounds like a bear. All right. So yeah, that's my big prediction right now. I think that the Democrat Party is a dead man walking. I think they have finally bled to too many voters, too many people giving up on them. I think that they are having to increasingly appeal to the most radical side of their base, which only serves to highlight them even more intensely to the non-radical side of their base as being crazy. And I've heard it called the 80-20 doom loop. They are having to take the 20% side of every issue where 80% of the American population feels X and 20% feels Y. The Democrats are forced, because of their narratives, their false narratives, mind you, their fictional take on things that they use to emotionally manipulate voters into rallying behind them. Those things have all become very unpopular, but they can't deviate from them. They built this monster. They built this Frankenstein. They made this bed. Now they got to die in it. Now, I don't know what takes its place. If I had to guess right now, and I do have to guess, it's going to be... Well, my hope is that it's an RFK Jr. / Tulsi Gabbard. But I kind of think it's going to be AOC Bernie Sanders. That's where the most energy is at, it seems. But if that's the case, I think they'll have their 15 minutes of fame, and people will find out that stuff don't work, and it will go down much, much faster than the DNC. The DNC took decades because the political rhetoric trick that they used, all the narrative stuff, and the fact that they are much more in line with the deep state, and the deep state owns the media. So it created a heck of a fortified position, and that took a long time to wear down and wear through. But now that, kind of like, think about, maybe a parallel would be COVID. There's a lot of people that listen to YouTube, so maybe you're somebody who really fell for that. You know, you've probably been called stupid and naive and all this, that, and the other, and I was probably one of those. It's frustrating for all of us. Think about how frustrated you were with people not taking the shot, right? Because you bought the narrative. That's how it was for us. But I'm not going to go into that. I'm sitting here saying that was the largest PSYOP ever run in the planet's history. They ran it on the whole world. That's never been done before. We haven't had that kind of society or technology.
Nothing like a fresh start.
Oh, there's no bounty. Okay. Is that area still red? But, yeah, it is. But I guess what I'm willing to say, or what I'd be willing to bet, is what I meant to say. Let's go talk to the Reverend. What else is on the map? No, we're not gonna, unless you guys tell me otherwise, we're not gonna go talk to Penelope. Most of you who took those shots probably regret it. There's a boatload of information coming out now. I mean, to be fair, all of that information was out before. It was publicly available. But the information suppression was also out there. And that shiznit's been gone for a couple years now. So more and more stuff's coming out. We're learning more and more things. Most people, from what I understand, that took that vaccine, they wish they hadn't. And the more shots they took, the more at risk they are, in all likelihood. Certainly, even if you don't regret taking the shot, if you were one of these people that told family not to show up on Thanksgiving, I'm willing to bet you probably regret that. This thing wasn't nearly as bad as it was advertised. We had stuff available. That doggone ivermectin, man, that's the one that I really wish you guys had looked at. Ivermectin was being advertised as horse paste. All you had to do was just Google it. especially early on. Ivermectin's been around a really, really long time, and it's basically a lot like penicillin. It's like a miracle drug that cures a whole slew of things, and it works for animals and humans. There's different kinds and different dose amounts. That's I feel bad for you guys on that one. That one was easy to find out. But anyway, you get what I'm saying? What my point is? That narrative has broken. If they ever tried to run COVID on us again, which they're always talking about it, they're always threatening it, but I don't think they could get half as many people to buy into it as hard as they did when they did it the first time. And that's the same thing I think here. The DNC, I think, has been crushed. That form of narrative, false narrative-based, Pied Piper, capture your audience with a song and dance and hold them sway methodology is gonna die with them. And so whoever stands up in their place, if they are not authentic, if they try the same old song and dance, I think they get found out a lot faster because people are wise to it. So time will tell. Man, we live in, that's all down the road. What if World War III breaks out, between now and then? That could change the world landscape. I don't really think that it will, but I don't know. Never say never, There's a lot of stuff going on right now. It makes me think of the Bible verse, wars and rumors of wars. There's just a ton of conflict. There's different kinds of conflict, and all of it visceral. Is that the right word? Visceral? Vicious is like hard hitting. You've got normal traditional warfare conflict. You've got shadow wars of political ideologies clashing conflicts. You got major world view clashes. And you have a clash between in society that's real easy. Don't have time, brother. Sorry, man. Oh boy.
Let you go. Slow up now.
Let him go. Now where'd be the fun in that?
Hey, cut me loose. Over here. Please. Get me out of this.
Man. Almost got.
Sir, would you loose these ropes? Please? I thought I'd die with these animals.
You were about to.
You're my savior, sir.
You're lucky I don't like these guys.
Idiot.
So I was gonna say it looks like the social classes look like they're political clashes or ideological, stuff that I've already said before. But I kind of have this feeling like it's only because everything's been made political. That's a distinct strategy of the left. They've done that for a real long time. Well, not just the left. Authoritarian regimes. Again, I'd point you towards Sophie Scholl.
Careful with that horse, Arthur.
Relax.
The final days of Sophie Scholl, where everything becomes political in Nazi Germany. Because that's what it is to be in an authoritarian regime. You got to toe the line. So now if you don't seek Heil dear leader, then you got to be executed.
Reverend?
You okay, Mr. Morgan?
I don't know, Reverend.
These are challenging times for all of us.
Yes, very challenging.
You don't seem yourself, somehow. I've always felt... I've left the morphine, sir.
Arthur, Reverend Swanson, would you excuse us a minute?
Of course.
New York. We are gonna go to New York. Now, they have been chasing us south and east and west. We're gonna get a boat, we're gonna get on a river, and we're gonna go north.
New York.
Then Tahiti, the Fiji Islands, or this place, New Guinea, dancing girls, freedom. But first, we have to make a whole lot of smoke, a whole lot of commotion. And then we disappear.
We need more commotion?
1 score and 1 whole hell of a lot of noise.
We ain't so good at doing scores anymore, Dutch.
Are you feeling all right, Arthur?
Sure, I'm fine.
Pardon me for interrupting. I brought a friend, Arthur.
Hello.
Hello.
Dutch. This is Eagle Flies. His father is a great chief. Charles and I, we
pretended to be mercenaries. Did me a great favor.
Dutch Vanderlyn, how do you do?
Not well, sir.
Well, I am sorry to hear that.
How's your father?
Father has confused wisdom with weakness. His people, my people. We've suffered too much. Been lied to too much. Now they've taken our horses.
Who?
The infantry division posted at Fort Wallace.
Why?
Colonel Favors is a liar and a murderer. His people won't stop until we're all dead. Without horses, we cannot hunt. Without hunting, we will starve. This is another act of war.
I see that.
Men have helped me before, and I have money.
Put your money away, son. What do you think, Charles?
You know I told your father I will not fight over some horses.
But I made no such promise. Come along.
Yeah, Arthur, we must go with them to try to stop things from getting out of hand.
I guess. Come along. We can get them more horses.
I know. I understand Eagle Flies is angry, but I don't see how this will help anything.
Especially not with Dutch whipping them up into a frenzy. Got enough folks coming after us without adding an army to the list.
Thank you for this.
You going to let these bastards walk all over you? No, you're not. This is all that's wrong with this world. Okay, young man, lead the way.
The horses
All
are
right.
on a boat near Van Horn. I have a man waiting for us there with some canoes.
Surely this can be done without killing anyone.
Of course. What will be. Anyway, son, tell me about this Colonel Favors.
He's a vile man. He and his regiment take pleasure in persecuting us. All the young have been taken from our reservation, shipped off to reform schools. Many women, too. The old are weak and sick, but they deliberately withhold medicine and supplies from us.
This ends today. You have my word on that.
Why are you getting involved in this, Dutch?
You know me. We shoot fellers as need shooting. We save fellers as need saving. Feed them as need feeding.
Not this again. It's been quite a while since we helped anyone but ourselves, and even you know that.
I told you. Noise. We need Noise, Arthur. Noise and faith.
I still don't know what that means.
Stop questioning and think. Just think for a second. The Pinkertons have had time to reinforce. The civilized world is closing on us. Who knows what else Molly told them? We need to move towards a conclusion now.
Sure, but what's this got to do with any of that?
Some good, honest conflict between the army and the Indians might be just the distraction we need. Kill two birds with one stone. Cornwall was funding the Pinkertons' assault on us. Why do you think I dealt with him? With Cornwall gone, the government is far more likely to divert them to other issues, especially if there's one more scandal. And then we can slip away. Like I said, we just need that noise and one more score. You know, I went back for the chest I had hidden outside Shady Belle, and we're close, Arthur. That dynamite, the railroad contract with the army, it was all in those papers Micah found. I have a plan. You just have to trust me.
I figured he had an angle. He's making chess moves, that's for sure. I mean, it's almost convincing me. I didn't hear too much of what he said that isn't true. Or maybe, or could be true at least.
These men, like I said, they'll help us.
I got the canoes. The boat is still moored in the channel.
Good. Come on, let's go.
We need to get that boat ashore. I think the best plan is to paddle up there silently, board her. And when we got control, we'll deal with that anchor, float away. We'll be ashore before anybody even knows what happened.
Good luck.
Pull up alongside, quietly.
Try not to kill anyone, Arthur.
Oh, that sounds like a cracked neck, man.
You mind the horses? I need a smoke.
No, not again. Can't let us sniff a good head all night. I'll be retiring in the morning at this rate. Just deal, will you?
Okay, they're playing cards. We got a guy right there. Okay, he's getting taken care of right now.
I'm in. Raise you. We can go higher than that. God damn it, no. I'm out. All right. Call.
I don't really know what to do here. I don't see anybody else making a move.
What the hell?
We're taking back what's ours.
Boys, go find out about those horses down below. Arthur, deal with that anchor.
Release the anchor, okay. Plant
You
dynamite.
think I have the first idea how this anchor works?
Just blow it up then. Hurry.
I don't know if I'd want to do that. Kind of want to keep an anchor. Where are we taking this? This is the ship that we're wanting to sail up to New York, right?
Fast, I'm trying. We're headed to those rocks. Hold on.
Well, we're not Navy men.
What is wrong with you? Boys all right back there?
Yeah, I think so. But there's a huge hole in the boat. Horses are spooked, and we're taking on water.
Boys, get him out of here! Well, whatever else is wrong with you, you're quite the best pilot I've ever come across.
The horses are confused. We need to round them up. I'll get these four, Arthur. Can you go after the others?
Okay.
Catch and mount. Okay, lead the horse to shore. Are they following me? Yeah. You know, this episode, listening to Dutch kind of put all that together, how he read into how operations are working and which pieces to take out to remove, I guess, the incentive of like keeping the Pinkertons here and figuring that the government would farm them out to other pieces because Dutch is small time compared to what else the government might be interested in. Oh no, I can't, I'm drowning. Huh. Helps me understand something that previously...
I'll get these four, Arthur. Can you go after the others?
Okay.
Previously, I think just hadn't occurred to me, and that's that, is he dead? That one's dead. So with Dutch showing some brilliance there, we gotta imagine, like, Arthur got... We need to go this way. Okay. Got rescued by Dutch as a kid. He's been with him for a really long time, got raised by him, like all of this stuff the game has told me. But then Dutch has been really, really competent and 6 steps ahead of everybody else, it seems. So the point being, lots of confidence in Dutch's ability to make decisions, which is why they're kind of slow to the realization that, man, this ain't good. And Dutch has been changing and is really, really stressed out, and there's been bad missteps, uncharacteristically bad missteps, and it seems like everything is kind of on the razor's edge all the time. There we go. Looks like we made it. So, you know what I mean? Like, whenever you have somebody who's got a high degree of credibility, it's going to take a long time to convince people to lose faith. So where you and I are kind of like, man, this ain't working, you need to go. That's not how these guys feel. It's probably not how we would feel if we were in the same situation.
Well, Arthur needs to rest. I will. I like you, son. And after the horses, are we gonna wait for the army to come and wreak its revenge?
I hope not.
Of course we ain't. Now let's go check out that fort of theirs.
Is this a good idea?
This is the only idea, and it is one that will suit both of our purposes.
Fighting the army ain't wise.
Stop worrying. Oh, and Sadie told me about Combe. Meet us at Doyle's Tavern in Saint Denis when you can. Shall we go, son?
Certainly.
We'll start some light reconnaissance out at Fort Wallace, and when Combs dealt with, you come meet us there. We'll set up a good spot for you.
I don't know, Dutch.
Yeah, well, I do. This is exactly the distraction that we need.
Your father said that fighting was an impossible gamble. There's no winning for you in this.
Father need not know anything. He'd rather live in ignorance.
Come along,
Your
gentlemen.
father would rather you did not do anything so foolish. I said I would stop this from happening. Would you talk to him?
Speak with Rangeful.
Yes. Would you?
Sure. I'll speak with him. You head on back to camp, check on the others. Dutch's behavior.
I understand. Thank you, Arthur.
So see, Dutch knew to make sure that Arthur didn't go along on this. He realized he and Charles were there to limit and to try to be the voice of reason. And Dutch don't want that. Dutch wants chaos. Arthur and Charles believe this isn't chaos. This is calling down the executioner's axe. Right. So, man, it's just some fascinating dynamics going on here. So we got Micah here. And, God, we're wanted everywhere, man. Here's Sadie. What's it say? Sadie needs to speak to you. Goodbye, dear friend. Okay, here's Rain's Fall. Come on. Charlotte. That's the girl that he saved that her fiance died, right? He had to teach her how to shoot. Okay, well, we could go up there and then over to here. Micah's right next to us. I don't know what to do here. I am going to say, let's do the White Quest first. Which means we'll do that. We'll hit Rain's Fall. I'm a little bit leery about Micah, wondering if this pushes us into another chapter. I don't think so. Not with another yellow quest on the board, but I'm not positive. But I think the idea is going to be hit here, come south, hit Sadie, then move up to Micah. Oh, look. Oh, yeah, that's the chick that we're not going to help. Penelope. Okay. Let's go ahead and save it. Story. We're now at 63.6%, a rage unleashed. Eagle flies and the gang launch a raid on an army boat to reclaim horses stolen from the Wapiti Reservation. All right, things, once again, the game's gotten pretty intense. I mean, it's never really calm, but it feels like we're at a place where fork in the road decisions are having to be made. All right, guys. Again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. I hope you had a wonderful week. TGIF to all of you. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. You're able to recuperate, recharge, spend time with family, and then get right back after it next week. I'll see you on Monday, guys. God bless and take care.